All right, another clash of the titans that we are talking about. This is the upcoming elections in the state of Gujarat. And when it comes to the incumbent BJP, which is likely to release its first list of candidates for the Gujarat Assembly Elections, the announcement shortly, which is expected to happen as far as the leaders of the party are concerned by Union Minister Bhupendra Yadav and Party State President C.R. Patil. And the press briefing, we are expecting that will be taking place in a short while from now. So the Gujarat polls, the BJP is likely to finalize all of the candidates, and the top BJP leadership is also deliberating on the candidates for the upcoming Gujarat Assembly polls. Now, what is being said as the party is eyeing a victory for the 7th consecutive term, Gujarat polls, the party is eyeing a victory. The Central Election Committee of the BJP, also comprising of the Prime Minister, the Union Home Minister and the party President JP Nadda, conducting a meeting to finalize the candidates as the polling for the two phases of the state of Gujarat that will be happening on the 1st of December, the second phase on the 5th of December, and the results will be announced as the date on Himachal as well, that is on the 8th of December. So this time around, are we looking at a bipolar contest? Because it is not just the BJP versus Congress fight that we are looking, but another entrant is the Aam Aadmi Party. The triangular fight, if we can call it right now, because currently the BJP's strength in the 182 assembly is at 111, after several MLAs also from the Congress party defected to it, and it's unlikely that the Saffron party will repeat all of the incumbent MLAs. But also surprisingly, we are looking at another twist just before the candidate list is announced. Even when it comes to the top BJP leadership deliberating on all of the candidates, Mohit is joining us right now. Mohit, will be just coming across to you, but let's first of all play a ground report when it's coming in, when it comes to Gujarat, next list for the BJP, the announcement that is likely to be made shortly.
And this is the place where the Patidar agitation began in July 2015. That tower, as you can clearly see, is the Para Tower here, and all around this Para Tower was the Patidar community people who surrounded this, and there were massive curfew because the Patidar community wanted reservation at that point of time. Hardik Patel was the leader of Patidar community, and later he went to BJP. 27 years is something that the BJP is in power of Gujarat. Patidar community is approximately 12.5% of population in Gujarat, and it has a saying in Gujarat that the Patidar community is the stronghold, and wherever they shift, the power shifts there in Gujarat as well. I'm being joined by several people over here in Mehsana, and remember, in 2017 elections, 5 went to the BJP, 2 went to the Congress, and this time what will be the permutations and combinations as far as the Patidar community is concerned and Mehsana elections are concerned? It's very interesting to see, as this is just not the BJP versus Congress, but also the Aam Aadmi Party coming into the fray. आप लोग पाटीदार कम्युनिटी से बिलोंग करते हैं, यही वो जगह है जहां से पाटीदार एजिटेशन शुरू हुआ था. क्या वो जो आंदोलन शुरू हुआ था उसका कहीं ना कहीं अब आज के इलेक्शंस पर भी जोर चलेगा?
बिल्कुल नहीं चलेगा. इधर ओनली फॉर बीजेपी चलेगा, और बीजेपी को पाटीदारों ने ही बड़ी पार्टी की है, और हमारा सब पाटीदार लोग ज्यादातर बीजेपी में ही है.
तो बीजेपी आप कह रहे हैं कि पाटीदार समाज इस समय उनका सपोर्ट कर रहा है. आपका क्या नाम है?
राजू भाव सर.
अच्छा, तो मेहसाना के अंदर 2017 में 5 सीटें बीजेपी ने जीती थी, 2 कांग्रेस ने जीती थी. इस बार क्या लग रहा है?
अभी तो फिलहाल माहौल यहाँ का ऐसा है, बीजेपी का ही माहौल है यहाँ पे फिलहाल. और ये जो पाटीदारी आंदोलन की आप बात कर रहे हो, तो 15, 16, 17 में क्या हुआ था, तो उसका वो जो आंदोलन, इसकी इफेक्ट अभी नहीं है, उसका माहौल अभी नहीं है. और चारों तरफ
किन मुद्दों पर आप लोग यहाँ पर वोट करने वाले हैं? क्या आप लोग नेशनल इश्यूज को देख रहे हैं, या फिर मेहसाना के, गुजरात के लोकल इश्यूज पर भी आप लोग?
नहीं, मेहसाना के भी इश्यू पे और सब जगह पे.
All right, so looking at the current state of affairs as far as the mood of the nation and the people of Gujarat is concerned, Mayank is joining us live right now from Gujarat itself. Well, now, Mayank, we are told that marathon meetings that have been taking place of the Central Election Committee of the BJP, and we are expecting the first list to be announced shortly as the BJP press briefing is about to begin.
Well, absolutely, Amita. There was a marathon meeting held by the Central Election Commission of the Bhartiya Janta Party, led by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi himself. And remember, the BJP has been ruling the state of Gujarat since 1995. So there were multiple factors in play that the BJP top leadership had to, deliberate upon before going ahead with the final selection of the name. And that's why they had held a long meeting. And now, today, they will be announcing more than 100 candidates for the 182 seats to be fought on 1st and 5th of December. What remains to be seen is that we are learning from the sources in the BJP that many names to be dropped because BJP is trying to combat there is a palpable sense of anti-incumbency against the government because of the long tenure of the government. Remember, the BJP had to change multiple chief ministers over the last few years to rein in the anti-incumbency forces, and that's why there will be multiple names who will be axed as far as the names of the candidates who will be fighting in these elections. And at the BJP headquarters in the national capital, there will be announcement of the candidates. So it remains to be seen who gets to fight this upcoming election. And remind you, and for the benefit of our viewers, let me also explain that Vijay Rupani, the last CM who was replaced only last year by Bhupendra Patel, the current Chief Minister of Gujarat, he was replaced only for the anti-incumbency factor, and also Nitin Patel, who was his deputy at that time. They both have walked out of this race to which will be conducted on 1st and 5th December. So it remains to be seen who gets to fight and who will be axed by the BJP High Command. But it is absolutely certain that BJP has deliberated upon all the issues related to their long rule in Gujarat, anti-incumbency forces in play, and that's why there will be new names on the cards, and that is for certain as far as we are learning from the sources in the BJP.
All right, before the press briefing begins, let's also bring in a quick word also from our guest joining us, Mr. Rajagopalan. Good morning, sir. Shekhar Iyer, also senior journalist. Good morning, Shekhar. When we are expecting the first list of the candidates to be announced by the BJP very soon, lot of talks that has been happening on the triangular fight in Gujarat. But Mr. Rajagopalan, what happens with the latest announcement as far as, according to sources, the top leaders, or we call them the veteran leaders or the old guard, now being asked rather to step away and make way for the new guard? Mr. Rajagopalan? All right, Mr. Shekhar Iyer, would you want to take that question? We're just reconnecting that line with Mr. Rajagopalan.
Indeed, we are going to see a lot of bloodshed in terms of, people who will be dropped. Particularly, you just mentioned about, Rupani opting out, Nitin Patel opting out. I understand that some of the seniors, particularly those who are between 65 to 75 or more, I think they have been already sounded out. So what we might see is a lot of young faces, fresh faces, because that's the only way BJP feels it can overcome the anti-incumbency of not just 27 years, particularly the last 5 years or the last 10 years, because the lot of anti-incumbency also involves the performance of ministers, image of ministers. So you can see a lot of sitting ministers having, have to maybe dropped or they have to opt out. We saw last year, the very fact that Rupani was replaced by Bhupendra Patel. That itself was, the first surgical strike, I would say, because with that, they could get rid of a lot of bad image that the Vijay Rupani's government had brought to the BJP. Right. And secondly, what I'm seeing is with the Prime Minister, in every campaign mentioning about the double-engine Sarkar of Narendra and Bhupendra.
Absolutely, because Mr. Iyer, just interrupting you, we're just getting the first pictures there of the press briefing that is about to begin any minute now. Mayank, coming back to you on that, because as you've been mentioning, marathon meetings that have been taking place, but there has been a deep sense of personal involvement, not just by the Prime Minister, but the top leaders of the BJP, because it becomes a prestige battle for them.
Well, absolutely, and you are absolutely right, Amita, in asserting that point, because the Gujarat is a prestige battle. Because remember, in the last round of assembly election in 2017, BJP was on a tough pitch battling and resurge in Congress party led by Rahul Gandhi. But then it was Prime Minister Narendra Modi's campaign, very hard campaign in the last round, that turned the tide for the BJP. So it has always been the stronger bastion of the BJP. And remember, the marathon machine, the marathon election machinery that the BJP now has, it started their run started from the Gujarat only. Remember, Prime Minister Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat from 2002, and then he went on to become the Prime Minister of the country. So BJP has always been on a stronger foot in Gujarat, and they cannot afford any missteps in Gujarat. That's why there have been multiple factors, and the BJP top leadership has not played or thought anything lightly as of now. That's why there were appointment of district micro observers at every district by the BJP to get a sense of what people are feeling about the long government and long tenures of the BJP. And that's why we are learning that many candidates will be dropped, because not only the Nitin Patel and Vijay Rupani that we discussed, many ministers who served in the cabinet of Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he was the Chief Minister of Gujarat, they all have opted out of the race. And that's why this is a big prestige battle for the BJP, and they cannot afford to let Gujarat go away from their grasp. And you are absolutely right in asserting it is a prestige battle also, because there is a national election looming only in 2024, and they cannot afford to let the momentum slip away from them, because the Gujarat is their prestige battle, and they started both Amit Shah, the Home Minister, and also
stay with those pictures there right behind Mayank. We're looking at those empty chairs for the stage on for now, but we are expecting that will be filled in within minutes, as we are looking at the official announcement that is likely to be made. Remains to be seen, Mayank, if all 182 candidates will be announced in the one go itself by the BJP or not. Let me also bring in Mr. Rajagopalan. Sir, good morning. Another consecutive term that the BJP is eyeing, but a lot of possibility and suggestions also being made so that the old guard steps out and the new guard comes in, sir. What's your take?
My take is very clear. Narendra Modi is returning to power in Gujarat. BJP is going to form a government in Gujarat. You can see on December 8th, you and me are going to be here. Second most important thing is the aggressive campaign of Mr. Narendra Modi. He says, vote for me. And I did the development. Yesterday, his speech in Himachal Pradesh is also, he counted about all the states, including Tamil Nadu. For the last 60 years, there is no Congress government or any other government coming back to power once they are out of vote. Similarly, in Gujarat, Narendra Modi's speech is more important. As your correspondent and other explained it, my simple understanding is there is no Aam Aadmi Party. It is only in television, not in Gujarat constituencies. Things are very, very clear. I have been in touch with several key figures in Gujarat. They also confirm that easily they will cross 140 marks. You take it from me, the size of the candidates are going to be very interesting today. As we see the BJP National Executive Meeting yesterday, the Central Parliamentary Board has cleared it. It's right. 182 names in one go. If it comes, that shows the strength of the BJP. And added to that, Mr. Amit Shah. Plus, as your correspondent reported, Vijay Rupani not in the field is also a good sign. And the remote way in which they are going to function now, I am very confident after Gujarat elections, Vijay Rupani may be brought to center or to Rajya Sabha. So
but there are always other alternatives, because when it comes to the top leaders, their experience in politics is something that the BJP could make use of it. But Mr. Iyer, as you've been talking about, the frequent change in the chief ministers, that however worked in Uttarakhand for the BJP. Do you think it will work for the BJP here in Gujarat as well?
Well, I think here, as Mr. Rajagopalan was saying, the Prime Minister is seeking vote for himself and for BJP. He has been almost saying in every rally he has addressed that don't look at the candidate, just look at me and look at the BJP symbol. And he also has been reminding Gujarati voters, look, please remember the kind of development we have seen during the period I was at the helm, and subsequently, if Gujarat today stands apart from other states in terms of various infrastructure development and other things, it is because of your trust in me and on the BJP symbol. So that's very clear. You know, repeatedly the voters are being told, don't look at the candidate. You know,
we are expecting that the press briefing will be beginning any minute now. Mr. Iyer, Mr. Rajagopalan, please to stay on with us. We just have to slip into a very short break. This is a non-stop live coverage that we'll be getting for our viewers live from Gujarat on the other side of a short break. Stay tuned.